Good day everyone, Darren here with Creatively Unleashed. In this video I'm just going to work on doing some more of these picnic tables. Did these before and they worked out great. I'm not doing this out of wood, I'm actually doing this out of bent sheet metal. I get a 5x10 sheet, have it split in half into the 5x5 piece, and then I shear off the two seats and the top, and then these just get folded over nicely. I'll show you that in a second. Got all of this is 3x3 tubing. I can make the whole table out of one 20-foot piece of tubing. And let's show you guys the tabletop and legs. Here are the seats. This is all 3/32 plate, and it's just been bent into the seats. I'm making a bunch of tables while I'm at it. And here are the tabletops. Same type of thing done to them. So perfect. Show you guys how it goes. All of the cuts on the square tubing were done on the LS 1800 miter saw, which is a great piece of machinery to make precise cuts, and even doing bundle cuts is quite amazing on it. Alright, so you can see here I got it all fitted in position. These magnets are super helpful. I only have like 3 of them, so slightly inconvenient for getting the setup done, but there it is. I'll get it tacked up and welded up, and we'll just do 2 of these and we're basically assembled. So you may be wondering why I chose to do the picnic tables entirely out of metal. I used to build a lot of wooden ones, and there's a lot of issues you run into with wood. They can get wiggly over time, they rot, sometimes the moisture in them causes the paint to come out off of them. They're hard to keep looking as nice. With the metal ones, once they're built, you can, as long as you keep the rust off, they'll last pretty much forever. And you can do a lot of design work, interesting designs that you couldn't do with wood. It just wouldn't support it. Alright, here it is. Just one more of these to make. Pretty straightforward. I just used a grinder and then a flap wheel is using 40 grit, and always leaves a really good finish on the welds. And once you get it painted, you usually can't even tell it was welded. Alright, so we just laid the tabletop down here with some help, and I clamped just some random pieces I had to it on all 4 of the sides, and we'll just be able to set the chairs on it. So all the seats are set on the pieces and tacked in place. I made sure to put emphasis in making sure these edges are really straight and parallel. We'll just tap it with a hammer when I tack it or whatnot to make sure it's just right. So let's get all the clamps off and turn her over. One other thing to mention is the seats and tabletop I had sheared and bent with a brake press at another shop, simply because a shear or brake press are extremely expensive, and these come out to about $10 per table, the cutting and bending, which works out alright for me, I think. One of the things you might want to consider when choosing a paint color is to pick often a color that's lighter if it's going to be in the sun, so that it can reflect the heat away and the sunlight in the metal won't become too hot and it still stays very comfortable. So I hope you all enjoyed the process of making the table. I found these tables to be really robust, people really like them, and they last a long time. They can definitely fit about 6 people on them comfortably, and with some chairs on both ends, 8. And if you're willing to squish, you can definitely fit more. And one other thing to consider to make them last even longer is to put weld-in plugs into the feet, into the legs. You can have them recessed up in about 2 or 3 inches and weld them all around so that you have the tubing sealed off from moisture. And then you can just use the normal plastic feet caps that would keep from scraping up things. Or if you're going to mount them permanently somewhere, you can always just weld a plate to it and bolt it down. Another consideration would be to cut a hole in the middle to add an umbrella mount, which could be really nice as well. So I hope you guys had fun with the video, and if you have any cool ideas or thoughts, let me know. Thanks.